Hey Pisces, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is our daily reading for July 5th, 2025. Let's see what's going on with Pisces. The heart of your reading, we have the Fool in reverse. You really just dodged a bullet, it feels like. There was something that you almost agreed to or started doing that at the last minute or really close to the time when you would have actually engaged with that thing, you backed out, you changed your mind, and you're feeling really good about that decision. I think you might actually have some evidence that it would have been a big mistake, but not necessarily so. Your challenge is justice. If you do have evidence that you were being sort of lured into a trap of sorts, you might now feel a responsibility or a desire to have whomever was trying to trick you face consequences. There's this, like, how will I bring about fairness in this situation, and feeling a hindrance, something in your way toward achieving that objective. Your focus is on the Knight of Swords. You have a piece of information and you are charging ahead with some course of action based on what you know. I don't know why I'm getting a bit of like the town crier sort of energy, and I don't know if that's a term that is gonna make sense to many people, but there used to be this thing back in the days of before automobiles, when riding horseback was a thing, and before the internet, definitely, when the way to distribute information was that there would be someone, usually on horseback, I guess perhaps sometimes they were on foot, who would go around the town and just shout out the news. The town crier, crying out vocally, like, the mayor is stepping down, the mayor is stepping down, the vote will be held 2 weeks from Thursday, whatever the news was. They were literally shouting it out. And I'm getting this sort of an energy from what you're focused on, you embodying that sort of an energy. So you want to get the word out about this scammer, or tell your story about what you just experienced. Show me what led up to this in the recent past. The Ace of Cups, Death card at the bottom of the deck. Maybe fresh off the heels of a major ending, because you released something in life that made the space for a new emotional offer to come in. But because of the context of what we've just been discussing, if this was what led up to that, this is probably something that you feel like would have gotten you into some trouble had you accepted this offer. Someone asked you out on a date and the vibes were off, so you canceled, and then you found out, oh wow, they have like a significant criminal record. Or did you know that they have a 6-month-old daughter and they're still technically married to their ex? There's I don't want to predict anything specific, just giving examples of how I could see this energy manifesting. The crowning position, we have the King of Wands, which is Spirit's way of saying this is the silver lining to what you're going through. This is either meaning that Spirit sees you being shaped and molded into a more bold, brave, confident version of yourself and embodying this energy. Or it could mean that through the course of events that you're about to experience, you will come into contact with someone who is honorable and passionate and attractive and romantic in a positive sense. Let's see what comes up next. I should have more light than this. That's why I keep looking. I'm looking at my monitor to judge whether or not I have to turn a light on for you guys. I usually have half an hour more light than this. The days are still getting longer, right? In the near future, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, so this is the person that you sidestepped, the offer that you didn't take, showing their true colors, and being the F-boy that they are. If it's not exactly that, it's generally someone who's very selfish. Their motivations are whatever excites them in the moment. A little bit of shiny object syndrome, like, oh, squirrel, I'm going to go pay attention to that. Disregarding anyone else's feelings or needs. They don't have the scope of awareness to care or understand that anyone else has needs. They're very living life in the moment. It can be fun and passionate and exciting energy to connect with, but they just don't care about other people. They see other people as opportunities to enjoy life. But the practical application of that is that they use other people as toys, playthings. It's just fun. I'm not taking life seriously. Why should you? Right? Your surprise energy is the Queen of Cups in reverse. This is being closed off emotionally. I think whatever it is that you just almost entangled yourself with, it has you sort of recoiling your energy, pulling back. Like, oh, I've been quite open, and just the fact that I came close to connecting with that scary energy concerns me. So there's this pullback. And I think the repercussions of that are how you play that out. It might be out of character for you. You might not feel like yourself for a little while because you're reacting to this whole experience. Your hopes and fears, we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands in reverse. Okay, I'm not sure how it would apply to the story as I've been describing it, but these cards together mean that you want to remain engaged in the thing that you've been working toward, your daily routine. You're hopeful that nothing is going to pull you away from that or distract you from that. But at the same time, there's this energy of giving up, which could represent the fear side to that coin of, what if it's all too much and I can't muster the energy to finish my obligations? What if I just quit and give in the towel, throw in the towel, give up? Part of you really wants to do that, and part of you is like, I really hope that I don't do that. You're conflicted. The end result is deciding not to stay on that energetic hamster wheel. The Two of Swords in reverse combined with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse says, Spirit's like, good job. You were faced with this energy in a new, unique way than how you've experienced it in the past. But this is a little bit of like you've passed the test, or you've responded to these similar energies in a new way that proves to the universe, proves to yourself that you're leveling up. You're no longer engaging with lower vibrational energy. So by necessity, that means that you've elevated. You're ready to connect with higher vibrational people, activities, experiences. And it's because of a decision that you made. So I think the decision that you made to not engage with this Knight of Wands in reverse, and to not accept their offer of love or their emotional request, is resulting in the proof that you are ready for something better. I will say that energetically it's feeling very unlikely that you will face similar energies again in the future. I mean, our frequency, our energy can always fluctuate. So if you are having a low time in life, these I call them monsters, but I don't want to evoke something that doesn't resonate with the meaning that I'm intending. Ghosts from the past could reawaken, but by and large, this is a big, like, leveling up energy. In the spiral of life, you're going to have new chances, a fresh take on similar experiences. Nope, I'm not describing that very well. I want to have one more chance at it. I see the Wheel of Fortune as, if you turn it like this and imagine it as a 3D spiral. This is the patterns of life. We go, hold on, what way? This way. We start here, we go around here. This might be a year of our life, or it might be a day of our life, or it might be the planetary cycles. It's this archetypal expression of how things tend to happen in patterns, in repeating patterns in our life. And if you take that idea and you imagine it as this, well, you can have it, okay, go around again, and next time Venus is in Aries, I'm probably going to have an ex contact me again, or thoughts creeping back in at the back of my mind of, oh, I wonder what happened with that person, that maybe I could reconnect with them. There's these energies that we experience over and over again, and depending on your vibration, you're going to experience it here, or here, or here, or here. And I don't know if that, the meaning of what I'm trying to say is coming through at all, but I take the time for those of you who might understand what I'm trying to say, and maybe it brings you some benefit or gives you some idea of a new way to look at life or what have you. Okay, the advice card has already come out. We have the Knight of Pentacles. This is relying on your diligence and ability to persevere, your commitment to your long-term path, believing that you're going to have the outcome that you want, you're going to achieve the goal that you set out to achieve. Stay committed to the path, believe in your journey. It is making a difference, it is mattering, it is getting you where you want to go. So Pisces, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that helped. Have a great day, and I'll see you back tomorrow.